What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the St. Thomas Dynasty here on NCAA 14. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, and today we host NIU here at Oshhall Stadium, trying to get ourselves back on track as we're only 1-2 in conference play, doing it, and we're going to try to do it with a backup quarterback as well. So it's going to be a really interesting one. So make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe if you happen to be new. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull it off, man. So we'll come out here on this field first. Let's see what Antoine Johnson has. This is his very first collegiate start. As you know, Johnson is going to scroll to the right-hand side, throw a dart over to Tristan Singleton, and you know, not a bad start. You know, didn't see him right away, but did not panic, didn't try to run with it right away, even though he has the speed to do it. You know, let's just see if we can keep that energy up as we try to throw to Jamie Smith. That ball is incomplete. And now we got third and long. The first test for us really see what we have in our quarterback as he's forced to pass the ball. And we'll try to throw it to Adrian Allen, but it's not going to be completed. We're going to have to punt this ball away. So that means we really need to rely on our defense here in order, you know, to have a chance to win this game. I don't know if Antoine Johnson's necessarily going to get it, but there's Kendrick. He's scrambling out to the right-hand side. He's going to be brought down eventually. Looks like it's Corey Ford that got in there to make the tackle. But, you know, after that, you know, we, got him, slowed down a little bit. And we do get that stop as there is, O.J. Gardner standing up the running back in the backfield. And so now we take back over. Third and free. Don't want to get to a free and out right away. And Tristan Singleton, he's going to be just shy. But you already know it's 4th and inches. I don't want to give the ball away so quickly. So you already know we're going to go for it right here, right now. We only need an inch. And with that speed, he's able to cut to the outside too. If he could have gotten away from that last defender, he was in serious trouble. 9-yard gain, man. Love to see it. As now we cut forward, 2nd and 13 now. Just going to try to throw it away as everyone was, well defended on that one. And now we have a 3rd and long coming up here. Let's see if Johnson can make something happen. And he's dropping back. He's going to go over the middle, find Adrian Allen. But he can't make the catch, so we have to punt it away again. So this is probably going to be one of those games where, our defense is going to have to leave a mark. And there it is! Eric Bradshaw makes the interception on Northern Illinois territory, just running toe-to-toe to receiver. And that might just be what we actually need, as it gives us great field position. Let's go ahead and see if we can turn that into points, though. We're going to try to throw over the left-hand side, trying to get it to Alex Garcia, but we did not see the safety. And it's nearly picked off. A very slow start for Antoine Johnson. He's only 2 for 7, but we'll move up to 3 and 8. A short completion over to Santiago Fountain. It's not fair for Johnson to carry us, but we do need him to play a lot better if we're going to win this game. As now we got another 3rd and 3. We don't want to go 3 and out right now. We need a play to happen. And a throw across his body to Andrew Green. It was not pretty, but we did eventually see him. It was still completed. And we got a 1st down. Let's see if we can find some rhythm for Johnson, though. Is now dropping back. Throws it a little bit behind Andrew Green that time, but still was able to make the catch. And it does slow him down enough so that he doesn't get popped like a Christmas tree. So that's kind of nice. As now we're throwing once again. We find Santiago Fountain, who takes a shot. Does take another hit. But that's the end of this first quarter. It's a pretty tight defensive battle. Our defense is doing exactly what we need to do. Let's hope our offense can capitalize off the great field position from the interception and get the first points of this game. So now we got 3rd and goal coming up here. We got to execute here. We can't leave with just a field goal. We got to get 6 right here, right now. As Johnson's looking around, he's going to try to scramble in, and he's going to be marked just short. Only a 3-yard gain. And we're going to go ahead and go for it here. I think we got, pretty good odds. Might be running it onto the right-hand side as they actually blitz, so forces Johnson out. He's going to flick it to Singleton, who's left all alone. able to get into the end zone. No problem whatsoever for Singleton. And that's going to be 6 points. That is your first points of the game, baby. As now it's time for our defense. Let's see if we can keep that shutout going, man. We played phenomenal in the first quarter. Let's see if we can keep that energy up in the second. As Lawson, he's going to take it to the right-hand side. He's got behind Zaire Hill. And who can he catch him? And no, he cannot. A 78-yard touchdown run that Travis Lawson just put down on us. And what a response did Northern Illinois just get right there, man. They just tied this game up in an instant. As now we're back tied again with St. Thomas with the ball. 3rd and 3 coming up. We're going to hand it off to Lucas Coley. He does pick up the first down for us. We keep the chains rolling. As now next play, we'll get our guys to the line of scrimmage once again. Johnson is looking around in the pocket. He's going to try to throw the left-hand side. He finds Singleton again as no one was covering him. Looks like they might have been in zone and we took advantage of it. As now, next play, Johnson faking the quarterback blast. He's going to find Singleton again. This time picking up 17 yards. Johnson starting to find a rhythm. As we'll now go, hand it off to Coley, who does helicopter forward. Gets a nice gain there. 5-yard gain. You'll love to see it. As now we're back under shotgun formation. Johnson looking around in the pocket. He's going to scramble out. He finds, look at this, Singleton again. The 3rd catch of this drive. These two are really forming a special bond, it seems like, as Johnson feels really comfortable with Tristan Singleton. Or at least at the very moment they are on the same page as we almost get into the end zone. Just shy. We only need one more inch though, so let's see if we can get it. As we do a play action, we find Jamie Smith in the end zone. And we're back at it again as Jamie Smith gives us this 14-7 lead. As now here comes the Huskies of Northern Illinois. As now they're going to give it to Lawson. He's got some more running room. And this time this looks like trouble. But this time Zaire Hill will at least catch him. And it is a gain of 60. Despite that, as now they're going to go right back to Lawson. He's definitely on fire. We are having a hard time stopping him. Look at that. 8 carries, 131 yards. That is insane. But as we do, get incompletion on the next play. So now, 2nd and 10 coming up here. They're going this time to Adkins, who's broken a tackle, but Jeff Outlaw does come back and bring him down for the first down. Is now Kendrick dropping back the pass. He's looking. Can't seem to find anybody. He's going to decide to scramble. Gardner misses. But we get a fumble and Tyler Graham is there to make the recovery. The 2nd turnover of the day for us, man. As it looks like Adam Wright is responsible for forcing that fumble. And now St. Thomas is set to take back over once again. Less than 2 minutes left, so let's make sure we don't force any mistakes, as that was a very dangerous throw. But Alex Garcia was still there, making a really nice play. Interesting way to get your first catch. As now, Johnson going to try to throw over in the middle to Rashad Boyd, and it's incomplete. Broken up by number 41 of NIU. As we move to 2nd and 10 now, we're going to throw over to Alex Garcia, who nearly picks up the first. But because we didn't, we did have to call our first timeout. Just go ahead, try to get the first down right away, which we do. And you already know what it is, man. You're just going to try, get some more points on the board quickly. One-on-one with Andrew Green, and we make the catch as we're already in NIU territory. Let's see if we can make this a 2-score game as we try to throw to Jamie Smith on the next play. It's deflected away. So now we got a 2nd and 10 coming up here as Johnson's set to drop back. He's going to find Andrew Green. Another 12 yards. Looks like he is a little bit shaken up, but will decide to remain in the game. And we're going to go right back to him. No problem. Quick out route that goes for a gain of 9 and, keeps our timeouts preserved for right now. That's the most important part. As Johnson, he's looking. He's going to find Rashad Bird, who nearly gets into the end zone. And now we're within the 5-yard line. Going to start getting some time off the clock here. As we got a lane with Coley. Coley going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. As St. Thomas now takes a commanding 21-7 lead right into halftime. Really putting the hurt on NIU. I'll tell you what, Antoine Johnson has really played extremely well. He is picking it up. So now we come back to the second half of this game as we go forth, trying to get another stop here on defense. As Lawson actually goes backwards. Adam Wright was there to clean it up eventually, but it's a loss of 4. And let's see if we can get a 3 and out on this first drive in the second half. Just got to play smart here as Kendrick. He's looking. He's going to go deep. He's got a man. And it's over the outstretched hands of Zaire Hill. John Willis, just making the catch in the bucket. What a perfect throw. As now NIU is threatening the score again. This time, we can see if we can get lucky with another fumble. But I don't think Chris Kendrick is going to be that lackadaisical with the ball security this time around. As we got a 2nd and 2. They're going to throw over the middle to Thomas, who tried to take us for a ride. But we do end up, getting some help from Billy Mitchell. As it's now 1st and goal. Can they make this a 1-score game? Yes, they can. Tyler Graham can't get there in time. And now Lawson got his 2nd score of the day. So now it puts the pressure back on our offense here. As we got to go ahead and, got to get some more points on the board for sure. We can't be content with this 1-score lead that we have right now. We'd like to get as many points as we can, obviously. So we got the 2nd and 5. Here comes Johnson up the middle. One of the things that he does have over Kyle Luck is the mobility. That's 77 speed. We can definitely use in read options. As we drop back the pass, we're going to throw over the middle to Jamie Smith, who does, get tripped up at around the logo for St. Thomas here in the middle of Oshkosh Stadium. As we got a 2nd and 2 coming up. Let's see if we can hit him with this play action. As Johnson set to look, he finds Alex Garcia open, running across the middle of that little slant. Does pick up another 14 yards. As Johnson, he's going to try to throw to Allen, and it's a very dangerous throw. I actually don't know how that ball got in there. But we're certainly glad that it did. No questions asked. As now we got a 2nd and short. You know what it is. And with another play action as it keeps working. As we find Santiago Fountain for a gain of 12. Another good gain for the St. Thomas offense as we're in the red zone. Ready to make this a 4-touchdown or 2-score game. And Adrian Allen gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. And that marks Antoine Johnson's 4th touchdown pass of this game. He has been absolutely flawless in his starting debut. Just doing some amazing work in his first start as a Tommy. As it's definitely different from the JUCO level now. And now we need our defense to respond. Can we bottle up Travis Lawson? As he has over 12 yards per carry so far. That is a 1st down every time that man touches the ball. As now, speaking of which, here comes Lawson again. He's able to get to the outside. And he's going to eventually be forced out of bounds by Billy Mitchell. But it's another 15-yard gain. We got to play a lot better than this on the rush defense. As we're trying a bunch of different things, and it's simply not working. As now there's Lawson with another 20-yard run. And now we're going to get Kendrick involved, who has some space. Jeff Outlaw is able to catch him from behind, though. And, it's just simply not, or the run game is simply not necessarily there. As now 2nd and 11, they go back to the pass, finding Fred Davis in the corner of the end zone. And once again, we do come back down to a 1-score game. Brian Anderson was really close to getting a hit on the quarterback, but just could not get there in time. And now here we go again, man. In this 4th quarter, got to get those 4s up for sure. And now, a very critical drive. Got to come away with points here as Antoine Johnson gets hit as he's thrown. And now we have a 3rd and 7 coming up here. A very crucial play in this game as we go over to Andrew Green on the deep curl. He's able to make the catch, and we keep this drive alive. So what I would also love to do is try, to get some time off the clock, put more pressure on the NIU offense, make sure that they're less likely to play as flawlessly as we are. We're just taking our time, man. We aren't worried as we find Lucas Coley in the flat. He takes a huge hit, but does pick up the first down once again. Couple of plays later, Antoine Johnson back in the shotgun. He's going to go over in the middle to Andrew Green once again. He finds us another 9-yard gain. Green has been an absolute stud for us this season, man. You love to see it. As now a couple plays later, we're now facing a 3rd and 1. Going to try to throw to Allen, who nearly gets into the end zone. Just couldn't get enough momentum to power through. And now we're going to see if our running back can take care of business for us as Lucas Coley finds a hole. There's another touchdown for the Tommies. We make this thing a 2-score game once again. And now, once again, it does fall on the shoulders of this quarterback in Chris Kendrick. See if he can make something happen here as there's Zach Bones there to make the TFL. A loss of 4, way to get things off on a high note. As now we got him to a 2nd and 14. Kendrick, he's going to throw to the left-hand side. He's going to find Lawson, who's got some space to work with, and picks up that lost yardage back and a lot more. So now here we go, 3rd and 4 here. Let's see if we can make this stop happen as Dale Garrison is able to get the tackle with the assistance of Zaire Hill. It's going to come down to this play, man. 4th and 2. If we get a stop here, this game is essentially over. Let's see what they can conjure up here on this play as it's a speed option. Adam right there to make the tackle. Able to instantly react. Didn't even have a chance to pitch the ball. And you want to talk about icing on the cake here. Running some time off the clock. And then going to go ahead. Drop back the pass. Find Allen a 2nd time. And get another touchdown. Which does tie the school record for most touchdown passes in a single game. And we're just going to go ahead and walk things up after that. Northern Illinois, they do, they might, do something special. Or they do try to make something happen. But it's just going to be sealed. Jeff Jones, not trying to let any garbage points happen, in this game. Just going to get this interception. And, we're just going to go ahead and walk away after that. NIU did get a safety and like a last-second touchdown in garbage time. But, I mean, by then, the game was already decided. And, we'll walk away from this game with a final score of 45-30. As, despite the absence of senior quarterback Kyle Luck, we still were able to win this game by a very convincing margin. So last episode, I mentioned that Antoine Johnson needed to step up in a big way since Kyle Luck was hurt. And he did exactly that. 367 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. This is probably the best debut that a starting quarterback has ever had. And he did some stuff with the legs as well. 9 carries for 42 yards. Lucas Coley also got into the end zone as well. He had 18 carries for 54 yards on the ground. Receivers was a duo of Andrew Green and Tristan Singleton, who each had 8 catches for, over 85 yards. Tristan was able to get into the end zone. Adrian Allen got into the end zone twice, which was pretty cool to see. He had 5 for 42. Lucas Coley also had, a touchdown catch. He had 3 catches for 22 yards. And our fullback in Jamie Smith got a touchdown grab as well. He had 2 catches for 10 yards. Finally, let's talk about this defense, as it did exactly what it needed to do to make sure that our backup quarterback was comfortable in this game. Jeff Outlaw and Zaire Hill both led the team in tackles today. They each had 5 total tackles to their name. We did not get to the quarterback today. We did not have any sacks just because they didn't really throw the ball that much. But when they did, we made them pay for it. Jeff Jones got an interception, and Eric Bradshaw both got interceptions as well. Not to mention that we also forced a fumble today. Adam Wright forced that fumble, and Tyler Graham, a fellow linebacker, was able to fall on it. So, you know, I'm feeling really good about this game in general. We also were able to welcome a couple of new players onto the squad. Larry Frederick and Joel Harris both will be joining us, you know, as fellow 2-star guys. So we're pretty happy about that. So I think next episode I am going to go after a few more people, see who we can find, and I'll let you know about that before the Eastern Michigan game in the next episode. But yeah, man, I'm excited with where we are at. We are bowl eligible again. I do want to get at least 2 more wins because we did finish 7-5 last season and we did not get invited to a bowl game. So I want to get to at least 8 wins just to make sure that we don't get hoed for 2 seasons in a row. It should be a good one, man. I'm really excited about it. If you're excited as I am, though, make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. This is John J Gaming on the mic, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.